are back at Red Rink at the Promenade, and your Hyland Hills Jaguars Midget White team is going up against Arapahoe White. This will be the third time we played Arapahoe. Last time there was some extracurricular fireworks, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen again today. I don't think we're missing anybody. We should have a full bench today. I think we're ready to go. 15 on the clock. Looks like Charlie will be starting in net. Taking the first base off. Bam picking it up, throwing it down the near boards, hit a player and bouncing it into their zone. Henry picks it up, takes it in front, and shot goes wide. Filter sends it to the near boards. Bam keeping in the offensive zone again, walks into the front, fans on the shot, and Arapahoe throws it to the near boards. Colin picks it up just outside of their zone, passes back for Lewis. Lewis regrouping in our zone, pass across for Bam. It's stolen at the blue line. Bam picks it up, throws it back out. Colin carries it into the offensive zone. A shot chipped up into the netting. Another face-off in their zone. 14:20 left in the first period. On the face-off. Wesley keeping it in face-off circle. Noah throws it behind their net. Speedy picks it up, throws it on goal, and it goes behind. Noah throws it out front, bouncing to the far boards. Speedy brings it off the boards. Oh, sorry, it's Wesley. And Arapahoe turns it around, tips it out to center ice. Throws it up for Noah and chips it into the offensive zone. Wesley chasing it into their end. Around in the far corner. Arapahoe passes out. Misses and goes down the ice. Should be icing with 13:19 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Austin taking the face off. For Guillaume, pass back to Lewis. throws it off the far boards. Back to Austin in the corner. He throws it around the boards. Bam to the offensive zone. Chip back to the near boards and out to neutral. Austin playing it back up for Bam at center ice. Skates into the offensive zone. Tries a shot that hits the player, goes to the far corner. Tied up in the corner. Puck comes loose off the back of the net. Arapahoe throws it up the near boards. Guillaume keeps it in the offensive zone and then has it taken away. Arapahoe bringing it through neutral into our zone. Pass across, misses, goes to the near corner. Austin chips it off the players back to himself. Takes it up the near boards. Got up again. And Maddox gets it out for Guillaume. Dumping it into offensive zone. Arapahoe picking up behind their own net. Coming up the near boards. Nice poke check at center ice by Nick. And he takes a shoulder for his troubles. Lotus picking it up in the far corner. Skates out to neutral. Into the offensive zone. Lost the handle and tried to bring it in front of the net. Arapahoe throws it up in the air boards. Goes down to neutral. And into our zone. Boomer with the poke check along the air boards. He picks it up, skating through neutral into their end. Out of the corner, he throws it through the slot. And Arapahoe picks up the loose puck. And it comes back out to neutral. Bryant throws it off the far boards.
Go, Bryant!
Comes back to Bryant, and he skates through center. Dumps it in the offensive zone. Arapahoe picks up in the far corner. And around. Sends it out to neutral. They push it into our zone. Pass chipped by Boomer. Comes in the near boards. Thrown around behind our net. Boomer pushes the player off the puck. Bryant trying to get it out from behind our net, and it bounces all the way out to the neutral zone. Zeke chasing it into their zone. Gets it back through neutral into our zone. Colin chips it out and bouncing back into their zone. Henrik pressuring, Ian pressuring in their end. Arapahoe skates out of their end through neutral. Nice poke check by Bryant, slowing the play. Noah digging for it in the corner. Noah picks it up behind our net. Passes out to neutral, but it doesn't connect. It's all the way down the ice. They're icing with 9:30 left in the first period. Still 0-0. No score. Also on the face-off again. Comes to the near boards. Arapahoe skates back into the zone. Goes around the end boards. There's an awesome turnaround shot and a save by the goaltender. Arapahoe throws it around the boards again. Bam keeping it in the offensive zone. Right out front and shot blocked. Bouncing at the side of the net. Arapahoe picks it up, throws it up the near boards. Keeping it in. Speedy with the puck, throws it to the slot. Arapahoe slaps it to the far boards. Turns around out of the far corner behind their own net. Skating up neutral. Into our zone. Shot over the net and off the glass. Tied up along the boards. Speedy throws it out to neutral. And it's going to be icing again with 8:12 left in the first period. Over face-off. Deep in our zone. Colin taking the face-off. Goes it back for Boomer. Boomer skates it behind our net. Going up the far boards. Comes out to neutral. Comes back to Boomer. He passes up to Colin and skates it into offensive end. Brings it off the boards. Brings it out in front as it poke checks back to the open boards. Goes back to Boomer. He throws it in front. And it goes to the far corner. Arapahoe tries to get it out. Guillaume with the steal. Arapahoe again turns it around. Skating into our zone. Shot blocked. Boomer pushing it to the blue line and finally out of the zone. Picks it back up, skating into their end. Shot blocked by a skate, comes to Guillaume. Not able to get it under control, and it comes to the crease. Where the goaltender covers, 6:54 left in the first period. Noah taking the face off again. Brings it back to Van. Pushes it forward and it's turned around. Comes back to Noah. Throws it to the slot. Arapahoe comes out with it behind their own net. Skating up to the far board. Zeke with the steal. Arapahoe gains it back. Throws it to the near boards, up into our zone, but they missed the pass, so it'll be icing with 6 minutes left in the first. Still 0-0. Arapahoe throws it back into our zone. Bryant picks it up, throws it back out to neutral. Henrik picks it up at their blue line, skating in. Welcome for the shot. Henrik putting us on the board with 4:12 left in the first period to make it 1-0.
I'm sorry, I got excited.
Henrik with the score from an odd angle. Colin taking the face off. Puck comes loose into our zone. Puck flying around the end boards. Going back to the corner. On with the steal. Brings it out to neutral. Getting it to their blue line. Tied up with Speedy. Puck comes loose. Hesley in, sending it to the near corner. Puck comes out to neutral. Arapahoe stealing it back into our zone. Thrown on goal and it's saved by Charlie. Brought back to the far corner. Another shot. I don't know if it got on goal, but it was blocked, I believe. Speedy picks it up, throws it out to Colin, but it bounces off the stick. Arapahoe turns it around, throws it back to our blue line. Boomer tying him up As they come into the zone, Guillaume picking up the loose puck. Goes off the far boards, comes out to neutral. Colin picks it up. Goes past the Maddox, missed, and into their zone for icing with 2:35 left in the first period. Jags up 1-0. Noah on the faceoff. Lewis throws it off the far boards. It's picked up and thrown to the near corner. Bam picks it up. Throws it off the far boards out to neutral. Arapahoe turns around, dumps it in wide of the net. Bam picks it up, skates behind our net. Drops it for Lewis, who skates it back up the near boards. Makes the slash, pushes the puck into their zone. Lost the handle as he went to the slot. Arapahoe throws it around the boards. Kept in, and Maddox with a shot and a pad save to the goaltender hangs on. 90 seconds left in the first period. Austin taking the face-off. Still loose in the face-off circle. Arapahoe comes out with it, throws it up the near boards. Nick comes out with it, hands it off for Z, tied up. This is Nick. Pushes it to the blue line. Arapahoe turns it around. Skates the puck into our zone. Austin picks up the loose puck. Throws it off the far boards to Nick. Nick turned around in neutral zone. Puck comes free down the ice. No icing. 30 seconds left in the first period. Arapahoe throws up the near boards.
Let's go,
Picks it up in neutral. Bryant keeping it out of our zone. Throws it back out to neutral. Regroups, skating into our end. Puck comes free, back behind our net. Bam ties it up as time's going to expire. Takes a couple extra shots. And that's not what we want.
Get it under control, ref!
So, end of the first period.
Go check it!
We are up by 1. So switched ends, 15 on the clock. And the Jags up 1-0. Ball on the face-off. Goes back for Bryant. It throws it off the near boards. Ian trying to bring it in the zone, gets checked against the boards. Puck comes behind their net. Arapahoe passes over to the far corner. Brought out to neutral. Turned around at our blue line. Henrik looking for the puck, throws it to their blue line. It's turned around and dumped into our zone. Boomer picks it up. Throws it up the far boards. Arapahoe turns it around. Nice poke check by Bryant. Henrik lifting the stick. Colin with the steal. Henrik's going to go to the box, I believe, for hooking. Oh. No, Henrik's not going to the box. Looks like Bryant and Arapahoe player exchanging pleasantries. They go to the box for 2 minutes. I'm guessing it'll still be 5-on-5. Yep, still 5-on-5. 13:42 left in the first period. Noah on the face-off. It's back to Noah, throws it around the end boards. Wesley chasing it along the near boards. Turned around. Push to our blue line. Lewis picks it up.
Let's go, let's go!
Skates to their blue line, dumps it into the end boards. Arapahoe brings it out from behind their net. Pass stolen by Speedy. He pushes it to Lewis. Wesley picks up the loose puck in the slot and throws it on goal, and a glove save. Loose in front. Rebound goes to the near corner. Lewis tries to bring it out. Wesley with the turnaround shot goes wide. Comes to Noah. And he throws it behind the net. Lewis picking up along the near boards. Coming out of the corner. And Arapahoe throws the puck down the ice. It'll be icing with 12:34 left in the first period. Colin taking the face off. Oh, back for Boomer, and it slips out to neutral. Boomer picks it up, back in our zone, throws it off the near boards for Maddox. Doesn't quite connect. Arapahoe picks it up in their zone. Skating from behind their own net. Pass off the far boards, tipped, no icing. Charlie tips it to the far corner. Up the near boards. Arapahoe pushes into our zone, but before their player is able to clear, the offsides with 11:38 left in the first period. Calling on the face-off. Wins it back for Boomer. Oh, lost the handle on the set. In the near corner. Arapahoe turns on shot. A save by Charlie. He covers. 7 left in the first period. Still 1-0 Jags. Loose behind our net. Bam picks it up. Goes up the far boards. Austin swipes at it. Arapahoe brings it off the boards. Shot tipped to the near boards. Nick picks it up. Gets it out to neutral. His pass intercepted. Arapahoe brings it back to the near boards into our zone. Walk down the front. Shot and save by Charlie. Hangs on with 10-10 left in the first period. It's close to 10-10. It's 10-10 now. Austin on the faceoff. Out to neutral. Nick picks up the loose puck, pushes it into their zone. Loose in their zone. Zeke pushes it to the far boards. Arapahoe digs it out of the far corner. Nick swipes at it. Arapahoe turns around in the near corner. And their pass misses, goes all the way down the ice. So the icing once again with 9:30 left in the first period. Good, how you doing? Noah on the face-off. Set around the end boards. Bam, stepped over it. Comes out to neutral. Lewis picking it up. Turns around in our zone. Skates out to neutral. And the poke check away. Brought back into our zone. A shot. Goes wide. Comes up to near boards. Bam tries to clear and it hits a skate, comes back to the end boards. Off the back of the net. Another shot goes wide up the near boards. Ian picks it up, skates out to neutral. Turn around and chipped into their offensive zone. Turn around out of the corner. Arapahoe steps around one player. Nice poke check by Bam. It comes back out to neutral. Bam turns it around. Drop pass for Lewis. Lewis throws it to the blue line and Speedy chips it into the far corner. Throw it up to the far boards. Hyland turns it around. A shot. Goal! Nice slapper put in the top corner. 7:48 left in the second period. This is first period. Hyland making it 2-0. On the face-off. Speedy picks up the loose puck, skates it into offensive zone, has a quick check, turnaround shot goes wide. Bounces up the far boards. Colin throws it back out to the slot. Speedy passes back. Oh, not able to keep it in the zone. Right up the blue line. Chips it in, thrown out. Backed in, and Speedy throws it to the front of the net. Arapahoe picks it up. Skating into the neutral zone, into our zone. A long shot over the net. Thrown to the slot. Another shot goes wide. To the near boards. Arapahoe picks it up. On goal and a stick save by Charlie. Another pass out front. Another shot and the save. The goaltender comes out and covers way out of the net. 6:22 left in the first period. Jags still up 2-0. Looks like we've swapped goalies. Charlie's going to the bench. Andrew going into net. Austin taking the face off. 6 minutes left. Arapahoe only scoring 4 players. There we go. And one more. Arapahoe pushes the puck out of their zone. Rolls back into ours. Andrew comes out to play it. Goes out to the blue line. Austin trying to bring it through neutral. Has it poke checked away. Lewis picks up the loose puck, skating into offensive zone. Pushed wide. Turns around in the far corner. Throws it behind their net. Guillaume picks it up, pushes it wide of the net. Tied up along the near boards, thrown behind their net again. Lewis picks it up, throws it to the near corner. There's a whistle for roughing. Somebody's going to the box. I'm not certain who. Looks like Arapahoe's going to the box for roughing. Looks like he took the worst of the hit, but we will have a 2-minute power play with 4:38 left in the second period. Austin on the face-off again. And it's thrown, whoa, off the pillar and into the scorekeeper's booth. Heidi, maybe we need a helmet. Don't think I've seen that one before. Guillaume taking the face-off. Arapahoe controls off the face-off, skating and with a poke check, turns it around. Dump in attempt, hit Bam, and then it comes back to Arapahoe skating in into our zone. A backhanded shot and a save by Andrew. And he hangs on with 3:50 left in the second period. 1:20 left in the power play. Also on the face-off, thrown to the far or near corner. Lewis picks up the loose puck, skates it out from behind our net. Passed up for Guillaume at center ice, and he skates in the offensive zone. As a poke check on the near board. Puck comes free. All the way down into our zone. No icing. Lewis picks it up in the near corner. Turns around, pass out the center for Ian. I'm sorry, Maddox. Turn around. Puck comes to Bam. He skates into the offensive zone. A shot and a save by the goaltender. 30 seconds left in the power play. Bam ties up the player in the far corner. Arapahoe throws it out to Luke. Got a 2-on-1 developing. Pass over. Stop and a shot. 2:43 left in the second period. And Arapahoe puts a goal on the board. Jags still leading 2-1. Arapahoe with the short-handed goal. Penalty has expired.
Let's go, Warriors!
Once they drop the puck, they'll be able to come out of the box. The face-off long. Dump in into the near corner. Bryant picks it up, skates it behind our net. Up the far boards, and kept in their zone. Shot in. Arapahoe continuing to pressure. Around, throws it to the far corner. Another pass into the slot, sent to the far near corner. Bryant tying up the player. Puck comes free along the end boards. There's a cross check. Arm in the air. Retaliate. They already got a penalty. Andrew, what are you doing?
Shut up, lady.
That's my brother! Don't you dare tell me to shut up!
Looks like we're 2 Arapahoe players in the penalty box.
That is not okay! Let's go, Brian!
Clearly the refs agree with you.
Looking good, AC.
Noah taking the face off. It's a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. We're very confused, and they've got 20 seconds ran off the clock. Austin on the face-up. It's the shot on goal, and the goaltender covers. 36 seconds left in the second period. And the ref's talking to the scoreboard. I'm not sure what they're doing. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. And they cleared the penalty. I'm not sure what's going on. Still 5-on-3. Puck tied up behind their net. Set up the near boards. Bryant keeps it in the offensive zone. Arapahoe throws it up ice. It'll be all the way down on goal. Andrew plays it with 20 seconds left in the second period. He passes up for Zeke. Tied up in the skates. It's turned around. Boomer picks it up. Skates in the offensive zone. And a shot goes wide. It's bouncing up the near boards. And puck comes free. Back for Bryant in our zone with 10 seconds left in the second period. Puck dumped into the end boards, and Andrew throws it up into the netting as time expires. And we'll go to the third period up 2-1. I'm not sure how long of power play we have left, but we'll find out. All right, we'll switch ends one more time. We've got 12 minutes on the clock. And they did adjust the penalties to 50 seconds for both of the Arapahoe players. So it'll still be 5-on-3. Hendrick picks up the puck off the faceoff, skates in the offensive zone, jumps it off the glass. Throws it in front, and it comes out to Bam. Bam walks to the top of the slot, and a turnover shot. Saved by the goaltender. Ian brings it off the end boards. Waits, throws it in front, comes back to Ian, he passes back to Lewis. 30 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Ian gets it out of the corner. Throws it back to the blue line. Slips free, Lewis picking it up in the near corner. Pass up for Henrik, lost at the blue line. Sent down the ice. Lewis picks it up behind our net as the penalties expire, so we're back to 5-on-5. Lewis getting tied up at the blue line. Throws the puck around the end boards. Henrik brings it up the boards for Bam. Bam throws it back along the boards. It's towards the goal. Arapahoe picks it up, throws it up out to the neutral. Bam throws it back in. Arapahoe throws it out all the way down into our zone. Lewis picks it up. Throws it off the far boards for Ian. Bam picks it up, dumps it into the offensive zone. Arapahoe comes out of the corner. And the puck comes free into the neutral zone. Arapahoe comes into our zone. Through the slot to the near corner. And Arapahoe tied up with Bam at the side of the net. Net came free. 10-12 left in the third period. Jags up 2-1. In case the Arapahoe parents are watching. They're not. But there is delayed offsides this year. It's new. It's not that new. Austin on the face-off. Arapahoe controls, shot blocked by Austin. Speedy picks up the puck, pass up to Austin, dumps it into the offensive zone. That's it behind their net. Speedy keeping it in the corner, throws it out front. Wesley with his one-time return, and it's blocked. Comes back to Speedy, turns around and shot, but it's saved by the goaltender, loose in front. Arapahoe pushes it out to neutral. Boomer turns it around to blue line, it's dumped into the near corner. He's offsides, but he doesn't know it yet. Boomer throws it out for Wesley. Wesley gets into offensive zone, turns around to pass back for Bryant. Long shot, it's wide, bouncing up the near boards. Boomer chips it back to the end boards. Wesley throws it out front for Speedy, the shot and a save. Still loose. Austin with a shot, but still loose. Comes out to Bryant. Goes off the far boards. For Wesley, he throws it through the slot to the near boards. Boomer throws it to the slot, and there's a whistle. Looks like Arapahoe's going back to the box. So 2 minutes for roughing. We'll go on another power play with 9 minutes left in the third period. No on the face-off. Goaltender way out of the crease. Old strap forgotten. Puck comes free out to neutral and into our zone. No icing. Lewis comes back behind our net to play the puck. Throws it up the near boards. Leon picks it up, skating it out to neutral. It's turned around in the neutral zone. Bam picks it up along the end boards. 1:36 left in the power play. Drops it for Lewis. Skates it behind our net. Pushes it out to neutral.
Let's go!
And there's going to be a penalty on Maddox for roughing. I didn't see it. If it was what I saw, it's a generous call. We'll be 4-on-4 for 1:19 with 8:19 left in the third. Off the face-off, Bam pushes it to the blue line and out to neutral. Gets taken down along the far boards. Vion picks up the loose puck, walks in a shot. Good save by the goaltender. Out of the corner, and Arapahoe brings it through neutral into our zone. Puck's in around the end boards. Tied up along the near boards. Pushed out to neutral. Puck comes through in the neutral zone. Now pushes it to the blue line, dumps it in the offensive zone. Vion tied up, taken down. Arapahoe out of the near corner. Pass up to our blue line. They walk it into our zone. A shot was left side by Andrew. keeping it 2-1 Jags with 7:17 left in the third period. 58 seconds left in Maddox's penalty. 17 left in Arapahoe's penalty. Off the face-off, Arapahoe controls. A shot blocked by Nick. Puck gets to Bryant. He throws it down the ice. It'll be icing. With 7:10 left in the third period. 10 seconds of 4-on-4 left. On the face-off.
Let's go, Jags.
Checked away from Nick at the blue line. Kept in our zone again. Boomer picking it up in the corner as time expires on the Arapahoe's penalty. Boomer dumps it all the way down the ice. Turns around at their blue line. Arapahoe brings it back into our zone. A shot blocked by Boomer. Loose in front, shown just wide. 25 seconds left in the penalty kill for your Jags. Bryant throws it around the glass. Going back to the near corner. Thrown in front. And Boomer swipes it out to neutral. Hyland picks it up in the neutral zone, skating into their end. Brings it first check away to the far corner. He's waiting for some help. He throws it through out to neutral. Comes all the way down for Andrew, and he throws out to neutral. Bouncing up the blue line. Boomer shot. Arapahoe brings it back into our zone, thrown through this crease to the far boards. Back to 5-on-5. Puck goes loose to the far corner. Arapahoe turns it around, throws it in front. And then we get a shot off. Again, thrown back down the front. Colin throws it down the ice. Rolling into the far corner. Will be icing with 5:50 left in the third period. Have a face-off deep in our zone. Looks like Arapahoe's taking their time out. And we're 5:50 left in the third. Up 2-1. Austin on the face-off. Tied up. Going in front. That got a goal. It comes out for Henrik. He throws it out to neutral. Turned around. Dumped in, intercepted by Lewis, who throws it down the ice. Comes back to Lewis, and he skates into the offensive. Turns around at the blue line. Comes back to Van. He throws it down the ice into their zone. And they say it was icing. I thought he was across the line. Well, we'll come back down to our end for another face-off with 5:23 left in the third period. Go on the face-off. Bam comes out with it, skating in the neutral zone, through into the offensive end. And a shot over the net. bouncing up the near boards. Zeke digging for it in the corner. As they bring it up front, it's taken away. Arapahoe brings it to neutral into our end. Throws in front and goes to the far boards. Wesley throws it out of the zone. All the way down, and Goldehender has to play it. 4:50 left in the third period. Arapahoe passes out to neutral. Bryant throws it back to the blue line, but not out. Bam picks up the loose puck. Comes free again, and Bryant picks it up. Skates through neutral. Pass across. Just misses for Wesley. Wesley throws it for Speedy. His shot. Pad save. Another shot. Goaltender gloved it. 4:26 left in the third period.
Here you go, Nick.
Austin on the faceoff. Brings it to the far board. Thrown out to neutral. Boomer picks it up. Turned around in the corner. It's going to go to the box. 4:16 left in the third. It's probably called a cross check. No roughing. Yeah, roughing. So 4:16 left in the third. We'll go on a 2-minute penalty kill. Austin on the face-off. Arapahoe controls, pass out to the point. They're walking in front, a shot. So tied 2-2, 4:08 left in the third period. Austin on the face-off again. Right, he throws it forward, pushed into their zone. Arapahoe turns it around. Skating out of their zone. Into ours. Tied up in front of the net. And puck comes loose to the far corner. Thrown through the crease to the near corner. Turnaround shot goes behind the net, bouncing up the far boards. Nick pushes it out to neutral.
Get there!
Push it! Let's go!
Arapahoe skate stops behind their own net, pushes it forward. Austin with the steal, he throws it to the slot.
Come on,
And
get
it's
in there, boys. Break it up!
taken away and passed behind their net. Guillaume gets the puck and pushes it in front. Austin with some extra words for the players in front. 3:20 left in the third period. Tied at 2 now. Calling on the face-off. Comes up the far boards. Lewis keeps in the offensive zone. Jumps into the far corner. Arapahoe throws it around the boards. Bam keeping in the offensive zone. Throw it in front. Tip to the far corner. Maddox digging forward along the far boards. Arapahoe pushes it to the blue line and out. Allen picking up at our blue line. Skating behind our net. Long pass tipped by Maddox at center. Or I guess it wasn't tipped. Icing with 2:45 left in the third period. Still 2-2. Colin taking the face-off. pushes the puck behind our net, throws it up the far boards. It's out to neutral. Arapahoe back in their own end. Skating behind their own net. Ian tipping the pass. Comes out to Colin in the neutral zone. He passes back to Lewis. Right up the blue line. Bam trying to get it out. It comes out to neutral. They come back in. They're offsides. Maddox throws it out to neutral. Chips deep into their zone with 2 minutes left in the third period. Ian blocking the pass, throws it in front. The goaltender stops it. And it's sent around the boards. Bam keeping in the offensive zone. Gets around one player. Brings it out of the corner. Tied up in the corner. Colin drags the puck out. Comes out to the blue line. The Arapahoe skates out of their zone. Into ours. Drop pass. And a shot over the net. Comes up the near boards. And Bam's going to go to the box. Not sure what they're calling it. Roughing. Yeah, all the roughing. So 1:30 left in the third period. Still tied at 2. And I believe the Jags, we have held our timeout. So tied at 2. 1 minute 30 seconds left in the third period. And the Jags will be shorthanded for the remainder of the game. At least that's the hope. Austin on the faceoff. I'm sorry, Noah on the faceoff. Throwing on goal and a save by Andrew. Another shot and another save by Andrew. That goes in their corner, thrown in front. Thrown behind the net. Bryant digging for it. And it's thrown in front. Another save by Andrew. Noah throws it down the ice. Off the end boards. Goaltender plays it behind their net. Austin with the steal. Tries to get out front. Arapahoe brings it up the center. Getting into our zone. Under a minute left to play. Thrown in front. Boomer throws it all the way down the ice on goal, and the goaltender plays it. Throws it out to the blue line. And Austin's going to go to the box. Austin in front, it's shot off the crossbar. So with 35 seconds remaining in the game, Austin's going to go to the box. I'm guessing a cross check or a body check. Body check. So this will be a 5-on-3 for 35 seconds. Not how we wanted to end the game. Tied at 2. Colin taking the face off. He throws it out to neutral. Arapahoe picks it up. And at center into our zone. Nice job. Colin with a poke check. Throws it around the boards with 20 seconds left. Goes down the ice around the end boards. 15 seconds left. throws it just wide of the net. Into the side of the net. And that will do it. Final will be 3-2.
What a comeback, boys! What a comeback!
One handshake down, and the next game is next weekend. I don't remember the time and place. We will have practice on Wednesday and then the game next weekend. Until then, thanks everybody for Jags.